Guys, what is the first thing that I told you yesterday as soon as we started the video? Don't go on a holiday. Please don't take a break from this channel because in this week, in these hours, a lot will happen. Mattia Perin, injured, surgery, missing the Club World Cup. Will we go back on the transfer market? We'll speak about that. We'll speak about Endrick that Juventus is asking on loan from Real Madrid. El Chiringuito, esclusiva. We'll speak about Antonio Conte, about the rumors that are circulating at the moment in Napoli, where the real reason why he's leaving Napoli, it's not because of Kvaratskhelia, it's not because of finances, it's not because of ambition, but apparently a love story between his daughter and the grandson of Aurelio De Laurentiis. They're totally crazy. Guys, I don't know if I will be able to survive this Calcio Mercato. Mercato is crazy, I know it, but the edition 25-26 will be even more crazy. That's something that I'm promising you, and pay attention because then we will go towards, of course, serious topics. John Elkann that is ready to change Juventus entirely. So stay tuned because it's a bomba video. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. What do we start with? Because there are so many arguments. So Mattia Perin, fracture, surgery, he will be out from Juventus for at least 8 weeks before starting again to train. The season is over, he will not go to the Club World Cup. So the question is, will we go on the market? Will we sign a new goalkeeper? No. Immediately a promotion temporarily of Daffara, the goalkeeper of the next gen that I always told you really beautiful words in that video that I made a few weeks ago. Go and check who was on that thumbnail. Daffara, you remember? Now the only possibility for going on the transfer market and going for a new goalkeeper would be that Perin decides to leave, to find a mutual agreement so that he's free and can go towards another club. But at the moment, this is not on the schedule at the moment. So wait, calma, Perin resting in Torino, not going to USA, Daffara taking his spot. If you didn't, please put a maximum of like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I told you, put also that notification ring on because at any moment of the day, everything can happen. Like a news that I was absolutely not expecting. Juventus Football Club that is asking to Real Madrid a player on loan. And we are speaking about Endrick, 2006 born player, Brazilian, that didn't play a lot at Real Madrid this season. He played a lot in terms of apps, not that much in terms of minutes. Ancelotti was not that much giving him a lot of chances, looks like, because that's what El Chiringuito is telling us. La Juventus pide la cesión de Endrick, so they are asking for the loan of Endrick to Juventus for 1 season. It's not something unusual from Madrid to loan out their young players. It happened with Nico Paz to Como, to Brahim Diaz to Milan, but if we go back in time, do you remember that special deal with Real for Morata, 2 years of Morata with that special recompra, that special clause that they could have bought back Morata and then having back the players in a much more advanced stage, in a much more mature stage. Endrick is a beautiful player. Endrick is one of the promises of the future football. It's one that should already have done extremely well at Madrid. A bit difficult to adapt to a big club like that, especially with the arrival of Mbappe, especially in a season that for them was extremely difficult. Last year of Ancelotti, Juventus knocking at the door, being interested in the player. Why not? On the other side, I'm telling you, basta with the loans. I told it yesterday, I want clarity. I want certainties. Going with loan, probably it's a bit too much. Probably it's a bit exaggerated because we need players that we know that we will be able to count on. Then Endrick is not a player that showed that much in Europe that you say that's a certainty. So I would pay attention also because it's a Brazilian player. I'm not sure if he has the double citizenship, so that will block immediately that extra slot. So pay attention for that. If really we need to ask for a loan, I would go immediately for Arda Güler. Arda Güler forming that duo with Ken and Niels behind a striker. I say yes. But that's a total different story that the Juventus at the moment they are not thinking about. So the loan of Endrick for 1 year, I would say how much I would be excited and super happy to see him. I would say at the moment, no, but I think it's Mercato. Mercato is crazy, guys. Mercato is crazy. I told you, don't go on holiday, don't take a break of the channel. Honestly, I was not even expecting that we started the week on Tuesday already with so many bomba, but that's what it is. That gossip story, guys, they are totally crazy. They are totally crazy. Online, you are looking at what is the real reason why Antonio is leaving Napoli. Is it Kvaratskhelia? Is it professional collaboration with De Laurentiis? Is it ambition, money? And you go on the internet and you know what they are telling you, a crazy gossip story. Apparently, the grandson of De Laurentiis, that is called John De Laurentiis. I didn't even know that a name like that existed on Earth. Is in love with Vittoria, the daughter of Conte, and that's why he wants to leave. He wants to go to Torino. Do I believe in that news? Absolutely not. But just to tell you to be safe. Mercato is crazy. Don't start to believe in everything. It's not because Endrick has been linked by El Chiringuito to Juve that he will come. It's not because he will not come that Juventus failed in bringing Endrick. It's not because Antonio is leaving and that you heard somewhere that it's because of a love story. That is really the reality. Guys, pay attention. But on the other side, that's also why I love Mercato in Italy. Guys, I know that a lot of people are black or white. They are more brain, they are more logic. They are looking at logic between things. They want to see mathematical explanations of percentages. I understand that. But if you love calcio, if you love that culture, you need to take all the rest together. And Calcio Mercato is Italy is totally crazy. Mercato is crazy. You love it or you hate it, but you have to deal with it. So enjoy it. That's what I want to tell you, and it already started now. Now, if we go to our serious things, yesterday apparently in that last dinner with the team, Antonio Conte, after the celebrations of that Scudetto of Napoli, he communicated to the team that he's leaving. It was not a big surprise for the player that are trying to keep him, Lukaku, Di Lorenzo, but they know. They already know that Conte wants to leave after some problems with the. You know that they had a pact. Conte works 24/7 for Napoli. He will try everything to bring them back the Scudetto. De Laurentiis, he has in a contract that he cannot speak. Tough for him. For a person like De Laurentiis that loves to be protagonist, extremely, extremely difficult. He kept his word. Antonio kept his word, and that's why they want to split road now before it's too late. And yesterday we heard it. De Laurentiis speak in front of microphones, in front of the Napoli people, referring to Antonio, looking at him and saying, I wish to Antonio to have continuity with his successes in the professional life, because it's a man that deserves respect. Grazie, Antonio. If this is not a farewell word, I don't know. They will try the last card, the Jolly. Today, going to Vatican City to meet the Pope with the team, with Antonio Conte. Maybe he will ask for a miracle, but I'm not sure, because the Pope just arrived. I'm not sure if he's still able, or if he's already able to do a miracle like that in keeping Conte to Napoli. I think he will leave, but De Laurentiis is smart, and he already has the big name. The Bran, the lawyers will be in Napoli today to already make sure that the Napoli fans, they forget about Conte, and they already have the next name, continuity, like they did in Juve years ago after Conte. Allegri is ready. Even if, pay attention to the benches of Milan and especially Inter, if Inzaghi leaves after the Champions League. Anyway, we go back to our things. You remember yesterday, total chaos, confirmation from from Giuntoli that Tudor will be to the World Cup. After the game, Tudor is saying, I'm not going to the World Cup. The day after, they met, they discussed, and they found an agreement. He will go at the moment at the World Cup. But all these words, guys, at the moment, I tell you, calma. Calma, we don't know. Confirmation here, confirmation there, contract here, contract there. We don't know, because since yesterday, bomba. A bomba that we announced here on the channel 20 days ago. 6.46%, 6.46% was the permanence percentage of Cristiano Giuntoli at Juve, according to Luca Monblano. Some people didn't understand. Some people asked me mathematical explanation, the logic sense between that percentage. Some colleagues, journalists, were saying it's impossible. Giuntoli is already working on the Mercato. The name of Osimhen is real. Will he come or not? We don't know, but it's real. The name of Tonali is real. The name of Gyökeres is real. He's working on Jonathan David. He's working on this. He's working on exit. Giuntoli is working 360 degrees. He's going full power. He will stay at Juve without any doubt. Scannavino speaking in front of microphone saying he stays. No doubt. We continue with Cristiano Giuntoli. It's not even a question. He stays. And until there, people are saying, no, it's not true. What Monblano went out with doesn't make sense. Nobody was going with a Jews. No, Monblano continued his road. Continue decreasing that percentage. And yesterday, 20 days later, what we are trying to explain you here on the channel since 20 days is happening. At least is arriving to the big houses. Sky Sport Italia, yesterday, Gazzetta dello Sport this morning. What are they referring? Elkann is ready to change Juventus. Elkann is ready to change Juventus. The next 48, 72 hours, so 2 days, 3 days, will be extremely decisive. A lot of big, huge decisions will be taken because behind the scenes, a lot of movements are happening, a lot of secret movements are happening. Also the position, also the name of Cristiano Giuntoli will be monitored and a decision will be taken for him. Tuttosport, this morning they open again, it's not the first time, with Platini. Platini, Conte, Fever, Juve. Yesterday, Platini was in Torino for a golf tournament to commemorate, it's on the name of Gianluca Vialli. Yesterday he said, look, going back to Juve as a president, I'm not even thinking about it because nobody asked me. Why? And I will tell you that for a simple reason, because at today, the president is not the priority in the mind of John Elkann. John Elkann is thinking about a lot of things to change, but not the president, because the mandate of the president will end in October. From there on, depending on that new structure, can change the president, can continue with the president, can be that at that moment when everything, the structure is done, he calls Platini and said, it's time. Do you want to come back? Do you want to think about it? Because now I'm asking you. But at the moment, the president is not the priority, even if it's still in the mind of John Elkann. John Elkann, basta. I already told you 20 days ago, even more, the day that we decided to sack Thiago Motta is the day that John Elkann arrived in the offices of La Continassa. That day, my friend, he said, basta. I'm fed up. I can't anymore to be a walking wallet. It has to stop. I cannot be seen by everyone only as a walking wallet that is not having success. Because yes, I will continue to pump money in, but I want successes. I want to be remembered as well as someone that said, I take everything in hand and I want to lead Juventus. I want changes. And that's what he's doing. In that long article of Sky Sport, they are actually explaining what we told you. There are big movements, secret movements. John Elkann took the dossier Juve in his hands, and in the next coming days, decisions will arrive. The only one that is sure about his future at Juventus, Giorgio Chiellini. Even for him, there will be changes. Closer and closer and closer to important decision. What role? Let's see. John Elkann, Giorgio Chiellini, extremely close in these days. We already explained to you that story here. The reflection are ongoing also on the position of the chief of football, Cristiano Giuntoli. Elkann didn't appreciate the management of the last 2 years, especially the management of this year, choice of coach, how the coach was dealt with, the results, the sales, the finances. He was not happy. You were not happy about season 24-25. I was not happy, but I can tell you that John was not happy at all. And that's why they are thinking, already going in contact with the name Massara, Frederic Massara, Ricky Massara, ex-Milan, ex-Rennes, that we already spoke about. We already told you everything about him, so I will not continue to repeat the same things, but pay attention. That could potentially come as a sporting director. Tognozzi is one of the names in that list that could come back as a sporting director or as a chief of scout. Let's see, even if there are some calls for Tognozzi from other clubs of Serie A. Even Palermo is on the CS calling. But that's where the bomba is coming. Nobody's safe. Nobody's sure about his future because John Elkann has his mind also to check if there is a possibility to stop the collaboration with Scanavino that has been his right hand since long. That Jedi, taking back Group Jedi to put 100% at Juve, could be that first initial domino effect. Scanavino also leaving, and that's why today you have a new name that you probably never heard before. The name of Damien Comolli. Damien Comolli, that is the president of Toulouse at the moment, French team of Ligue 1 that finished 10th since 5 years, could potentially come as the new CEO to change, to replace Maurizio Scanavino. So, Comolli, a change of sporting director maybe with Ricky Massara, a change of coach that could be potentially Antonio Conte. The players are on holiday since yesterday. They will come back on Monday the 2nd. It could be that they find a total new management. That they will say, are we still in La Continassa? Are we still in Torino? Did we take the good plane to go back? Or are we in a total different city? Who is Damien Comolli? Damien Comolli, 71. That's the year that he is born. 53 years, so 10 years more than me. Born in Béziers in France. Damien Jacques Comolli for his entire name. Started really young, as a coach in the Monaco Academy in France between 92 and 95 before going to Arsenal as a scout. He went twice to Saint-Etienne, worked again in Premier League at Tottenham Hotspurs, but also at Liverpool, and then Fenerbahce before going 5 years since that he started at Toulouse. 5 years as a president. He has that overview. It's one with a coach background, with a scout background, with a sporting director background, with a president background that will not come to be president of Juve, but to be the CEO of Juve. What is he known for or remembered for at Arsenal? Players like Kolo Touré, Emmanuel Eboué, Gaël Clichy. At Tottenham, he was able to scout and attract players a la Modric, a really young Modric, players like Dimitar Berbatov. He's also known at Toulouse to be a president that is really involved in terms of interviews, what he's saying, the speeches, etc., where he's always speaking about, we make here all the decisions based on data and statistics. That's something, guys, that I always pay attention for, because you know that I'm a bit vintage in that one, and I love Football Manager, I love Money Football, with the Brad Pitt, the movie, and all these beautiful story is linked with the Redbird Milan. They're also working in that way. Pay attention. That's something that I would also partially paying attention to not going only for stats and data, but also that human side, especially at Juve. It's important because the men are more important. The men are more important than at the end the papers. Super important, so pay attention for that. Then, if we are totally honest, after Comolli that didn't bring beautiful memories to Juve, after Jean-Claude Blanc, a Frenchman that was in the management of Juve that didn't bring a lot of beautiful memories at Juve, a president that is coming from a club that is called Toulouse, John Elkann is absolutely not superstitious. I am, that he's absolutely not superstitious. So let's hope that we go towards a good name if changes are happening. But I can tell you that all these changes, we will tell them here on the channel and trying to be as fast as possible. If you didn't yet, please put a maximum of like, continue to subscribe to the channel. Grazie, forza, Juve.